Japan is the only country among the so-called G7 industrialized nations that does not allow same-sex marriage. But momentum for change is growing. Elizabeth Palmer introduces us to a couple who are at the front of the push for reform.
The banners and the bunting came out this summer for Tokyo's first full-scale Pride parade since the pandemic. It was a party and a political rally to press for same-sex marriage. Even U.S. Ambassador Rahm Emanuel spoke out in support.
I see a point in Japan's future, like America, where there is not straight marriage or gay marriage, there is only marriage.
Proudly parading, too, that day were Kane Hirata and Kotei Katsuyama.
Why is Japan the only country in the G7 that doesn't allow same-sex marriage?
Kotei explains that fringe religious sects and anti-LGBTQ groups keep close ties with the ruling political party. Kane and Kotei started out as middle-class kids born into families with traditional values, and both took on conventional jobs.
You were the policeman and you were a firefighter.
Yes.
And then, 2 years ago, they quit and came out with a social media splash. It was a bold move in conformist Japan.
Do you get a lot of abuse online?
Yes, we do, says Kotei. We get a lot of support, but nasty messages too. They now live together in a Tokyo apartment with a new vocation as prominent LGBTQ advocates. Last year, they did stage a mock wedding, but it was a stunt to make a point, not a legal ceremony.
Would you like to get married? If you could.
Well, says Kane, right now, we can't even consider it realistically, and that's very sad. But on a brighter note, Japan's lively and growing LGBTQ movement has recently found support in the courts. And polling shows a decisive 70% of Japanese voters would like to see couples like Kane and Kotei have the right to tie the knot. For CBS Mornings, I'm Elizabeth Palmer in Tokyo.